start.
Well, it started, I think.
There you go. All right. Well, we can start the negotiation then.
All right. It's a little awkward, this whole fake negotiation thing, but we'll get through it.
That's right. Alrighty. So as you know, I am selling my fuel station. Oh, there you go.
Yep. And I'm trying to buy that fuel station.
Yes. So I hear you're interested in the location that it is in, and we're trying to get out of it because I have a lifelong dream of selling the world for 2 years. So I need, yeah. So I don't want anything holding me back on that. So I want to make a quick negotiation and quick sell so I can start my lifelong dream.
That's a great dream to have.
Yeah.
So your interests are, in addition to the obvious, getting out as quickly as possible and, sort of leaving the area and moving on.
Yes. Yep.
All right. That changes some of my plans.
What were your plans?
Well, it says that the people that were managing it, you were good at managing it, so I wanted to see if there could be a transition period where you still managed it, but it sounds like that goes against your interests.
We could probably do a quick transition period. I don't care to give you 2 weeks, maybe 3. The biggest benefit of having or buying my station is just my existing customer base. They're very loyal. They have been for years.
Hold on, I'll turn on the light. I think I'm getting shadowed.
You're fine.
I can still hear you though.
Yeah, so we've had a very loyal customer base for years. I've had the station, or I built the station over 12 years ago. And we've had the same customers since, and we're just in a great location, and we're just really motivated to sell.
Yeah, we're certainly interested in your location, but there are some considerations because, like you said, you bought it 12 years ago, and some of it's a little outdated and might need some updating and might need to do some building on and things like that. So we're kind of factoring that into when we consider the purchase, because if we were to build our own location, we would probably have everything new and upgraded and everything like that.
Right. We don't have the most up-to-date stuff, but I mean, it all definitely works and gets the job done. I don't think that, I mean, unless you're just wanting completely new insides, I don't think there'd be much updating you need to do. It's definitely not state of the art, but it meets all the environmental requirements. It passed all the tests and everything like that.
All right.
So do you want to start with an offer, or?
All right, I'll throw one out there. I think I'm going to do $320,000 as a starting offer, especially considering, and then 2 weeks you said is the maximum transition to help us with the transition to your new customers and everything like that.
2 to 3 weeks. Yeah, we could do that.
I don't, and obviously a quick turnaround for you, so not any sort of delay in the sale and everything like that on our end.
Right. I have to say that's a lot lower offer than what I was expecting. We have received a few other offers from other potential buyers, and it's much higher than that. We would really like to sell it to you because we know that you're very educated, and we just don't want to see us sell this and the business fail. So we were hoping to get about $650,000 out of it.
So that's
before taxes, of course. After taxes come out, quite a bit of our profit comes out of that.
I can tell you that that offer is not tenable for for our end, it's too much given other options we could have. And like I said, some additional work we're going to have to do when we purchase it. We're trying to purchase it and really take it to the next level and just keep growing what you've already started. But if our other option is to just open our own and to get the market, because what we're really after in the end of the day is the market.
Right, and we have a great market available, and I think that you all could make plenty of just small changes to how we run the business currently. It's just me and my husband currently running it. So we don't have the staff and ability to go 24 hours, 7 days a week. If we did, we'd have to hire other employees, which would take out of our profits. And right now we're just trying to save up a lot of money for this 2-year vacation pretty much. But you could easily buy this and increase your profits from just keeping it open 24 hours, 7 days a week. And you could even add an additional mini mart attached to it and just bring in even more people. Do you have a counter offer to my?
I could be willing to do, let's say, 380.
Yeah. Yeah, I really can't do anything that low at all. I just have to have enough to cover myself.
To cover yourself for your boating trip?
Yeah, for the boating trip, we need a lot more money. So, like I said, if that's as high as you can go, we can just agree not to sell this because we do have other offers that are higher than that. So we can choose to go with them. But I do know that it would cost you all $650,000 to buy the land and build a comparable station. So I feel like it would be your best interest to, even if you don't give me 650, at least give me somewhat close to that. Because it would be move-in ready. You go ahead and start taking over and start making profits immediately rather than having to wait a year or two to get everything built and buy land, because right now nothing's available other than my property.
Well, I can tell you that 650 figure includes some of the upgrades that we talked about. So kind of factors in getting new everything and being state of the art, you could say, and some other little things like making mechanic shops better and other things like that. So when you look at the 650 figure, the comparison of there is like a building something brand new versus something a little older. So it doesn't really make sense from our perspective to give you the full price of something new. So we definitely have to have some wiggle room down from that significantly, because what we're assuming is if we went in and made your location have the mini mart and have all the new things, then we would, we have to balance out for that. Because theoretically we would do that. We'd go 24/7. We'd upgrade everything because that's just our standard operating procedure. So we have to look at it as an investment where we at least, come out okay.
Right. So I guess you'll just have to take into consideration our existing customer base we have, the good location we have, and if you all can afford, if it's worth it for y'all to just start up immediately, or if you are okay with taking the hit of having to wait for a building to come up. But I can come down and meet you about $615,000, taking into consideration that y'all can build for 650. I'll come down to 615.
Well, I think my last count was 380, so maybe I'll bring it up to 420.
Yeah, 420 still isn't even matching an existing offer. But I know we do really want y'all to take it over.
Yeah, I'm looking for the best interest for both parties, really. But I can't
Right.
sell it to higher ups above a certain amount. It's just what it comes down to. But we will absolutely take care of this station and the customer base you've already developed and this other guy who knows.
Okay, I'll just be completely honest with you. The absolute lowest I can go before taxes would be $550,000, and that's the lowest I can go. And that would cover all the expenses I need for our 2-year trip, and that would be slightly over other offers we've received for the station. And then, of course, I have to factor in taxes because that's going to take out almost $100,000 of that profit for us.
Yeah.
So before taxes, $555,000 is the lowest I can go. And I'll even give you a month of training for the station.
A month of training is a very kind offer, but I can't do that high of a figure. So I offered 420. How do you feel about 460?
Yeah, I'd be taking a loss at 460. Here, let's talk after tax prices to make it a little bit more understandable. After tax, I can go about 515. How do you feel about that? 515,000?
Well, I believe the amount we would pay would be before taxes. I don't know if I'm familiar with all of that.
It would be before taxes. I mean, we can talk before if you want, but.
Yeah.
Okay, well, before taxes, the lowest I can go is 550.
And I can't go that high. It sounds like we're at an impasse.
It sounds like it.
I have a feeling it was meant to be that way.
I'm sure.
So I liked your offer of the additional month of. Is there anything I can offer to you so that your price can go lower? Anything, any other contingencies of any other elements of the deal that I could offer to you?
We really aren't looking for anything else. Yeah, right now we're just trying to get enough money to finance this trip. We still have to finish paying off the boat, and we're going to have to cover our own insurance for 2 years. And then we're going to have to take into consideration the maintenance of the boat for 2 years and everything like that. So we just can't be at a loss during this trip. Also, we need to have a decent amount of money back in our savings account for when we return, because we'll be without homes and cars and jobs and everything.
So I just came up with something.
Okay.
I don't even know if we're allowed to do this, but what if we offered for the 2 years to consider you as Texoil employees with a modest, kind of benefits package and a modest salary to kind of advise us?
Okay. What would that look like?
What do you mean? Like the specifics of the insurance that you'd get like Texoil benefits. The payment probably wouldn't be, salary probably wouldn't be amazing, but you get benefits and you get a decent cash payment for and then you'd help us for that month, and then going forward over the next like 6-month period, even if you're already gone, we can call you if we have, questions or, adapting, because it takes time to go from a 12-year-old business to a new business. We want to make that transition to getting your market as good as we can, because I am sure you have people that have other options that come to you for a reason, and we want to make sure we capture that and capture what you were doing well, and so we can build upon what you were doing well. So having your involvement beyond 2 weeks or a month, even if you're not actively involved may be very beneficial to us. And it may allow us to move the price point a little bit lower in the initial upfront cost, but then kind of spread it out over time as kind of a salaried benefited employee.
Okay, so we would receive salary and insurance for the both of us for those 2 years?
Yeah. If I'm
Okay.
even allowed to do that. I think I'm like the vice president of the company, so I
Yeah.
hope I'm allowed.
There you go. Yeah,
'Cause
that
then-
sounds like a very appealing offer. If we could get salary for both of us and benefits, I can drop down to 500 even.
Could you do that with 460?
I can't do that with 460. Yeah, I can't do 460. Let's see. Does your 480 offer still stand?
I think we could make 480 work.
Could we meet in the middle at 490?
No, I think 480.
Let's go 485 with salary and benefits and a month of training, and we can make a deal.
All right, and you write a letter that you post in your shop to all the customers explaining about the transition and everything to help us
Yeah, we can do that.
take over and everything. Just make
Yeah.
sure people know it's not a hostile takeover.
No, not at all. Yeah, we can definitely do that. A lot of our customers know us already, so they know this is the dream we've been wanting. So we're going to do 485, a month training, and then me and my husband will both receive salary and benefits.
Yeah, in terms of the salary level, it'll probably be just whatever a standard employee. I don't know. Probably more the benefits that are going to help you out.
Okay. Yeah.
Just give you some stability for that big long trip you're taking.
Right. Yeah. The income will definitely help cover some of the expenses. I'm good with that.
All right.
Sounds good. Well, thank you.
All right. Thanks, Paige. You're a tough one.
You are too. All right. Well, I guess we can end the call. And I think that when we end, it instantly saves.
Do we have to do anything else because are we supposed to give each other feedback now? Or is that just something we do privately?
Send it to each other.
I didn't do that last time, so that's fine.
Okay, well, we can do it now. I can write it down. Last time me and my partner hung up and we just emailed it back and forth to each other. So we just had it and we could just copy and paste it into that debriefing.
Oh yeah, the like little quiz thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it is, because you have to know. Yeah, because I'm going to go ahead and do that, obviously, like right after we get off. So I guess if you want to just write it and email it.
Yeah, that'd be great. I'll do it on Canvas. Yeah.
All right, Paige.
All right. Thank you.
Have a great night.
You too.